Hey folks, and welcome back for more Let's Play Rygar. As you can tell, and as promised, I am now maxed out. 4095 is the highest number you can get on your tone in your last, and it gives you 12 hit points, and gives you a very strong attack. So, let's get to playing, shall we? Now, 90% of this game is exploration, but once you know where to go, the game is actually pretty short. The first thing we need to do is go find the grappling hook. Luckily for me, I know just exactly where to go to get it. We first need to travel back to the overhead area. To do that, go back to area number 2, the Grand Mountains. Continue, go to the right. You've seen that door, so we don't need to go back in there. He just tells us that Garlaws lies somewhere in the Grand Mountains. Which we know, because Garlaws was that overhead area that I showed off in the first video. You know, I should get on a FAQ or something and look up the names of these creatures just so I know what to call them. But I won't. Now we're in the overhead area, and we start out by heading due north, because that's the only way we can go. This way. Watch out, because you remember we can die by falling off the side there. Take the right branch. Kill the tree before it can spit anything at us. Remember, I said I'm powerful at this point. If you haven't leveled up and ground out a whole bunch of tone and last, the trees take several hits and can be pretty, you have to be pretty good with your timing of your jumps. And we go in here. Although sometimes the door is not where you want it, and you get a grappling weapon, which will help us complete our quest. Now that we have this, we go back the way we came. So how's everyone doing? Can't complain here. For those of you wondering why I did Rygar, this was kind of a game that tormented me for the better part of a month. When I was little, when I was like 12 or 13, whenever I got the hold of this game. And it tormented, I better stop that story. Those lines right there, you get a pulley that you can use to cross those in a hurry. But we haven't gotten that yet. We will soon enough. But yeah, this game tormented me when I was about 12. Since it doesn't have a save feature and doesn't have a password feature, it has one very sinister... It's right up here. Come on, go. Less talky, more walkie. There we go. It doesn't have a save or continue feature, so if you, like I said last time, if you turn the game off, you have to start over from the beginning. Well, the game still takes a few hours to complete. So as a kid whose 12-year-old self worked at the mercy of their parents, and, having to leave and go to bed at night and all that, it made it a little tough to complete the game. But I finally did it one day, and I was happy. Now the grappling hook. Remember how we were just limited to up, jumping on our own merit there? You saw me use a second ago. The grappling hook can go down, like this, from most ledges. And you can also fire it up. And if there's anything up there, it'll cling, and you can cling and it'll grapple like that. We can go up here. And what do you have to say? Above here in the skies of Rolsa is a floating castle, which is actually pretty important. Let's see. Yeah, I think we just keep going this way. Continue our little ascent here, and you will see where we have to go to end the game. That little palace right there, that is where we need to go to end the game. That's where we need to go to finish it. You must meet 5 indoors to reach the castle. The indoors are hidden away behind the bosses. We're about to see a boss. So you get the idea. You got to kill 5 big boss enemies to get 5 items, and meet 5 indoors before they will let you in that castle. Nope, not quite long enough reach there. The grappling hook only goes so far down. Yeah, there's a door there. You may not be able to see it, but from here you can't go on without the grappling weapon. It kind of scrolled off the screen. It's there. Game glitches. Gotta love them. Keep going, right? And eventually we will reach the first area that people love to hate. And yes, you did just see that I grappled onto the top of the pillar there. Gives me a much broader base to land on those little pegs. Coincidentally, I don't know if you noticed, but you get knocked back just a little bit whenever you get hit by anything. So on those little rocks, on those solitary rocks like that, that can spell a pretty quick death. And coincidentally, knockback will feature pretty heavily in this area too. Oh, missed. Stand on one foot on that lower ledge to get up to here. Because we climb up this, climb up the grappling hook up here, and we find a little spot to regain our health. Oh yes, on ropes and such, you can still fire. They don't make you, excuse me, they don't make you completely vulnerable. Sheesh. They do not make you completely vulnerable while you're sitting up there. Tecmo learned from Ninja Gaiden, apparently. And you will knock me off if I try to get close, so the best thing to do is scroll you off the screen. Likewise with all of your friends. Well, not you. You I can actually fight. This. See what he has to say. A monster Aruga lives deep within this forest. Okay. And we will go kill him momentarily once I get through this forest. Yeah, those are very, very difficult to get past, so the best thing to do is just scroll them off the screen, if you can. When they're on those little bitty ledges like that, yeah, you try to land close enough to actually hit them. It doesn't do much. You end up getting smacked, knocked back into the water. And here comes the fun, the rush of these little flying lizards. Are you ready to see the first boss? Who's going to be very much a wimp because I'm so highly powered? Run towards him, and he dies. If I were not so leveled up, that would take a good 30-40 hits, but as I am at max power, not a problem. I'm Endora. I'll give you a pulley you must use to cross. This is the first of the 5 Endoras we will face, and he gives us a weapon, well, a tool that we can use. So, I figure that is as good a stopping point as any for this video. I will see everybody next time when we go find the next Endora. So until then, take care everyone. See you next time.